So I struggled with addiction for about 10 years. You know, when I got brought to my point of desperation, I was willing to do whatever it took. Through the recovering process, I went through residential treatment. Through this process of recovering, I found a higher power. You know, I formed my own conception of God. It led me to making my own rules, to basically leading myself to be God. I still felt shackled. I still felt tied down. The higher power just wasn't enough for me because, you know, I still felt fearful. I still felt, you know, like I was being judged. I still felt like I was still trying to mask things and mask how I felt and not be my true authentic self. It ended up becoming money. It ended up becoming girls. It ended up becoming whatever. I was just trying to fill the God-sized hole with people, places, and things, and I was working for God's love. I felt like I was still living in fear every day of what people thought of me, of, you know, how my life was going to turn out. I would get so wrapped up in the what ifs and the if onlys, like if only I had this, then I'd be happier, or what if I had this, or what if it had turned out like this. In the darkest time of my sobriety, during that week, God led me to 11th Element, and it was just like a beacon of hope. When I walked into here for the first time, I was kind of intimidated, a little bit fearful, but I quickly learned that day I was extremely welcomed. I knew that I had made friends within the first 5 minutes. So every Saturday morning when I roll up here at 8:30, it's, hey, what's up, man? It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of community. You know, we're all very close, and then we have a little message, really speaks to me every single time. Then we get after it. We work out, we go hard, we push each other, we lift each other up. Logan's sermons are unique because, I mean, they just speak to on a real level of life. They're always relatable. He always relates it to something that we have going on in our lives, or some things that people struggle with. And it's always it always hits close to home. You know, God just speaks in and through him, and I feel it.
Man, if I'm actually remembering and reminding myself of the first coming of Jesus and how important that was and how it literally changed the world, well then my life is probably gonna look a little different.
When I leave 11th Element, I always just feel so refreshed. I feel accomplished every week. I feel with the community, I feel accepted. You know, I feel I can be myself. That's something that I've always struggled with my whole life. So my relationship with Jesus as my Father is, he's always there. He always cares. You know, he's always working in my favor. He's always doing what's best for me. There are times where things get tough. There are storms that come. I've never felt more free in my life. I've never felt more secure, they're good. You know, no matter what's happening, it's always good. Yeah, times are tough. Yeah, I have to pray through it. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. It's you know, a lot of tough times, a lot of tough work, but it's also trusting. Working it depends on you, but praying it depends on God. You know, he's so merciful, you know, when I don't deserve it, when I'm not worthy of it. In his eyes, I am. It's happiness, it's growth, it's beauty, it's grace, things working out perfectly.